This is Pacquiao's biggest round in the 2 fights with Morales.
Exactly right, Rich. Oh, and saved by the bell, and there's no pun intended there.
From 1998, all the way to his shocking knockout loss against Juan Manuel Marquez in 2012.
Back and tries to roar back to nail Pacquiao with the right hand.
Oh!
That's another knockdown.
He's not getting up, Jim.
Will he get up? No, he's been knocked out.
Manny Pacquiao was operating at a level few fighters in history have ever reached. The Pac-Man didn't just dominate, he made history. Manny became the only boxer ever to win world titles in 8 different weight divisions, racked up multiple Fighter of the Year awards, and was crowned Fighter of the Decade for the 2000s. And he did it all while taking on the biggest names again and again. But here's the thing. Because Manny was so great for so long, it's actually hard to pinpoint when he was truly at his best. Most fighters have one clear prime, one moment where everything clicks. But Manny, he had multiple versions of himself, with each one dangerous enough to claim that title. So the real question is, when was Manny Pacquiao actually in his prime? Pacquiao first burst onto the global stage in the late 1990s, but his true arrival came in 1998 when he won his first world title. Later that year, he stopped him again in dominant fashion. By the end of 2006, Pacquiao had transformed. He was no longer just a one-dimensional puncher. He had improved his right hand, his angles, and his ability to adjust mid-fight. This 2003 to 2006 stretch is often considered the foundation of his greatness, where he became one of the most feared fighters in the sport. Then came what many consider Pacquiao's absolute peak, his second prime from 2006 to 2011. During this period, he didn't just dominate, he made history. This era began with his continued rise through the weight classes. Pacquiao moved up from featherweight into super featherweight, lightweight, and eventually welterweight, facing bigger and stronger opponents, and beating them convincingly. One of the defining fights of this era was his 2008 bout against Oscar de la Hoya. Going into the fight, Pacquiao was seen as too small, but he completely dominated de la Hoya, forcing him to retire on his stool after 8 rounds. That performance shocked the boxing world and proved that Pacquiao wasn't just great. He was elite across multiple divisions.
And it was
the right thing to do.
This was the last thing of all the choices.
Later in 2008, he faced Ricky Hatton, a dangerous junior welterweight champion. Pacquiao knocked him out in just 2 rounds with one of the most iconic punches in boxing history, a perfectly timed left hand that ended the fight instantly. That knockout became a defining moment of his career. In 2009, Pacquiao continued his dominance with wins over Miguel Cotto and Joshua Clottey. Against Miguel, he showed not just power, but endurance and precision, breaking him down over 12 rounds before stopping him. These victories demonstrated that Manny could handle elite fighters at higher weight classes, something very few fighters have ever done. During this 2006 to 2011 stretch, Manny achieved something unprecedented. He became an 8-division world champion. No fighter in boxing history had ever won world titles in 8 different weight classes. This accomplishment alone would have cemented his legacy. But Pacquiao did the opposite. He captured another world title. In 2019, at 40 years old, Manny faced undefeated welterweight champion Keith Thurman. Thurman was younger, bigger, and in his physical prime, but Manny delivered a disciplined and energetic performance. He dropped Thurman early in the fight and controlled key moments to win a split decision. With that victory, Manny became the oldest welterweight champion in boxing history. It was a remarkable achievement and a testament to his conditioning, experience, and ability to adapt even late in his career. Looking back, Manny didn't have just one prime. He had multiple. His early 2003 to 2006 run made him feared. His 2006 to 2011 stretch made him legendary. And his late career success from 2011 to 2019 proved his longevity and resilience. What separates Manny from most fighters is not just what he accomplished, but how he evolved. He started as a raw, aggressive puncher, became a complete and dominant champion, and finished as a seasoned veteran who could outthink and outwork younger opponents. In the end, Manny Pacquiao's prime isn't defined by a single year or even a single era. It's defined by a career of constant growth, historic achievements, and a willingness to challenge himself against the very best. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this.